Scary story time while I make slime. Cult edition. Yeah. Get your money's worth and let it drain. You already know. By the way, this is unactivated slime. What? This is unactivated slime that I'm reactivating. Yeah. This story time was sent in by a man named Paul, and it's about his friend Jenna, who accidentally encountered a cult. Okay. Now, Jenna, she loved photography, and she also loved exploring abandoned places and the supernatural because she was obsessed with it. Now, one weekend, Jenna and her friends decided to check out this old abandoned mansion that had been abandoned since the 70s. And you know, that's right up her alley. She loves stuff like that. Now, the mansion that they were going to see had a lot of urban legends surrounding it, such as cults, sacrifice, rituals. And, you know, they still decided to go, and they arrived at sunset. I don't know why they wouldn't go explore it in the daytime, but no, they said sunset. Yeah. The place was huge. It was everything that you would expect out of an abandoned house. Broken walls, broken windows, graffiti everywhere. But the weird part about this place was there was little to no sound, y'all. There was no sound, no wind, no animals, nothing. They've been exploring for about an hour at this point when one of Jenny's friends notices this spiral staircase that leads down into the basement. Now, when Jenna sees the staircase, she's like, yeah, y'all, I'm not going down there. Like, y'all can go do that. And her friends are like, stop being scary. Like, come on. Like, you really believe in all that. She ends up getting peer pressured and goes down the stairs. What did we expect? Now, in the basement, it's pitch black, so they turn on their flashlights, and that's when they see it. They see symbols everywhere. Weird stick figures just look real creepy. And then they come across this stone that kind of looks like an altar with candles, just like kind of burned out, wax everywhere, just ugh. Now, Jenny and this one other friend we gonna call BB and Jenny is like, y'all, this is giving cult. Like, we gotta get out of here. I don't trust this place. Let's go. And the other friend is like, no, like, we gotta explore more. Like, it's not that serious, y'all. Like, it's nothing creepy. I see me, once I say I'm uncomfortable and you're still, no, let's stay, I'm leaving you. Like, you can stay here by yourself. Now, while they're going tit for tat, they hear this weird humming noise in the back of the basement. Jenna says it wasn't just one voice humming. It sounded like it was a group of people just humming in the back. And that's when she said, yeah, I'm gone. Like, I'm leaving y'all. Y'all either coming with me or getting left behind. See, this is the part that would have had me. Remember the weird symbols that they seen in the beginning when they first went into the basement? As they were exiting the basement, they seen these weird symbols again, but this time they were glowing a faint red color. And at first they thought it was the reflection from their flashlights, and they quickly realized it wasn't that. Now, as they're exiting, Jenna is in the back of the line. Wouldn't have been me. But she turns around one more time and she sees somebody with a candle in a robe at the foot of the basement stairs. She ran. She bolted out of there. They screaming, they running out. And when they exit the mansion, they see more people surrounded in robes, holding hands, singing, swaying backwards and forth. I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my God. At this point, they're all the way freaked out. So they ended up ditching their car and running straight to the road. And that's when they see like a truck driver, and the truck driver basically drives them back to the town and all that good stuff. Now, Paul says that Jenna has never been the same since she went to go see that mansion. And it's not just because she's freaked out. It's like her energy is off and she always feels like someone is watching her. Shouldn't have went down there. Jenna ended up moving back home, and, you know, they're kind of long distance besties now. Like,
that is crazy, honey. Yeah, can't nobody peer pressure me into anything, honey. Not nowadays. Not me as a scaredy cat. Heck no. You can stay down there if you want to. Let me know what's going on. In fact, I don't even want to know. You keep that to yourself. That experience you can keep. I don't want to hear about it. I don't need no footage. I don't know. Get out of here. I'm not. No, that's me. I'm getting out of here. Like, no. The moment you see signs, it's time to go. You see signs, it's time to go. Those signs are there for a reason. Do we want to read those signs? What is going on, girl? No, I would have been gone. I wouldn't even be there. I wouldn't even been there. This age, no. Back in the day, I might have wanted to explore, but right now, this age who I am, oh, no. See, this is why we're watching people, because it was just like, y'all remember that one time I said if I get a lot of views, I'll go to a haunted house? Yeah. Thank you for not viewing. But no. Tell your friends. Okay.
Okay, story time about a time I swear I was tricked by Patupairehe. So for those of you who don't know what Patupairehe are, it's a Māori mythology that we believe in, or like a law, whatever you want to call it. I'm from Aotearoa, New Zealand, and we believe in patupaere here. They are what you would kind of refer to as like fairy people, and we believe that like way back in the day, you know, like they were out living in Aotearoa, just out, you know, freely doing whatever, before Māori came from Hawaii ki nui to Aotearoa. So anyone who does know like what a patupaere is, they're known to play tricks on you, okay? I've never seen one, and of course I've never seen one, because if I did, I wouldn't be here living today. But yeah, so they play pranks on you. Back in 2020, I was filming a show in Rotorua, which is like 3 hours out of Auckland, and we were filming on location in Ngongotaha, which is like mountains, beautiful mountains, forest. Ngongotaha is where some people still believe that patupaere here reside. Some people think that they have left there. Yeah, it's a whole story. Honestly, I'll tell you, that's for another day. Usually when you're filming on location and you're driving yourself, they set up cones with arrows and like a symbol on it so that you can follow which turns to take and all of that, like to get you to set, right? So I'm like following these arrows. I'm like, yeah, cool, this is me now, like following them, all good. And so I pull up to the part where people park their cars and they go for a hiko. I go for a walk up like up the mountain, a hike, whatever. And I pull up and I'm like looking around. I'm like, okay, where's the next arrow? I can't find the next arrow. I see a driveway here and then I see a driveway here. And I'm like, yo, where's this arrow? So I spend like 5 minutes. I get out of the car. I'm looking around. I can't see an arrow in my sights. And I'm thinking, okay, so they've just set us all up. Like they all just want us to be late. I have like 20 minutes to spare. So I'm like, well, I guess there's no harm if I kind of go down this way. I have to go down one of these driveways. So I'm like, okay, like something inside me is like, why don't we just try this way, go down this like gravel driveway. So I'm driving down this gravel driveway, and like not even 10 seconds, something inside of me is like, turn around, you know, turn around, this isn't the right way. And of course I don't listen to myself, so I carry on driving because I'm like, I don't want to be late. I'm carrying on driving and I'm like, it's long, like you can't see an end. There's turns, it's all gravel, there's just bush around, like trees. And I'm thinking, okay, let me just pull out my phone and call the AD, assistant director, and ask her like which driveway I should have gone down. I pull my phone out and there's one bar, and I'm like, cool. I call her on my phone, it's calling, and like no one's answering. And that's odd because this assistant director is like, she's amazing, she's good, right? She's gonna answer her phone, but no one was answering. And this whole time I carry on driving, I feel like I'm being watched. I feel like there are like heaps of people, or eyes, just eyes. I feel like heaps of eyes on me this whole time. I'm getting goosebumps. This whole time I'm driving down this gravel driveway, I just feel eyes on me, and like my intuition is telling me to get out, but I'm not listening because again, I didn't want to be like late, and I was like, I'm already down here, and it was hard to turn around. This is the thing. It was like a single long gravel driveway, so like I couldn't just turn around. I had to get to the bottom to turn around, right? So I finally like get to the bottom, and I see there's just a fence, a long field, and a house all the way at the end, and then like a cliff and one horse. And I'm like, yeah, so this isn't it. So I get to the bottom, turn around, and I boosted it. Like I like honed it, and the car I was driving was not built for gravel, but I was boosting it the fuck out of there because I was like, yep, this is just, it was scary. Okay, I was like terrified because like I said, I just felt like I was being watched the whole time. And I shit you not, people, I shit you not, I get to the top, the entrance of this driveway, and I see an arrow pointing to the driveway that went this way. I can't make this shit up, okay? And yes, you can say like, well, you just weren't looking properly. I spent 5 minutes looking and walking around to try and find that. The arrow was not there. Where it was when I came out, all right, I looked there, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. And so I'm like pissed off because I'm thinking, wow, I am just stupid. I can't see properly. So anyways, I'm carrying on to work. I get there and I'm 5 minutes late. I can't even make this up. I can't. I get to sit and I'm like, I'm apologizing. I'm like, so sorry, I'm late. And I was like telling the assistant, I was like, sorry, I tried to call you because I went down the wrong driveway. And she's like, oh, I didn't receive any calls. And like I said, she's a really good assistant director, so she's going to pick up her phone and call me. She tried to call me, she couldn't get to me. I tried to call her, she was getting no phone calls. I get into costume and I'm talking to one of my friends, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, It's so crazy. Like I came in and I couldn't see the arrow and I went down the wrong driveway. And he goes, oh yeah, mostly everyone, crew members and cast, have all been having that issue today. So that made me feel very validated. And like, this is the part I can't remember. I can't remember if either I just assumed it was Patupaerehe, or I can't remember if he was like, oh, it was probably Patupaerehe tricking us. I can't remember like how we came to that conclusion, but we did, okay? And I want to go back to the thing about like being 5 minutes late. So like I said, right, I had 20 minutes to spare. I swear I lost time. Like I lost time. So I was 5 minutes late to work, okay? It took me 5 minutes to try and find the sign when I was looking for it at the start. It took me 5 minutes to drive down the driveway, but the only reason it took me 5 minutes to drive down was because I was driving very, very slowly, because the road was gravel and my car, like I said, was not built for gravel. So I was like driving really slowly. But the moment I got down to the bottom, I boosted it out of there. And it took me like maybe a minute, maybe less than a minute to even get out of there. And then when I finally did go down the right driveway, it took me like less than 2 minutes to actually get to set. So somehow I lost time, and I can't make this shit up. I don't know how that works, but I lost time. Because I should have had like a couple of minutes to spare. I should have had like 6 minutes to spare, but I was 5 minutes late. Huh? But yeah, that's it. That's it. That's my story of the time I definitely think I was tricked by Patupaerehe, and I believe in them. Like, I believe that they're real. They're just not out in the open because it's dangerous for them. Because we all know if people now saw them, they'd be like, witch, kill them. But we know how it is. I just think it was their way of being like, hey, we're here. You're in our territory. So like, just know that, just remember. And I genuinely just think that was their way of letting us know that. Yeah, that's it.
So, for all of my New Zealand people, subscribers, watchers out there, viewers out there, have y'all heard of what she was talking about? I can't even say it because I've never heard of it before. I can't even say New Zealand. Okay. So yeah, have you heard of it? I've never heard of what she was talking about. But it sounds very similar to something I've heard of before. You know, I'm talking about. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, friend. I've had a moment in time where I just lost all track of time. I just lost it. And y'all remember that time I thought I died. I was just like, I think I died last night. I can't remember this part of time, this part of my journey, and I just completely just forgot it. So I don't know what happened, but her energy is the energy I was on when I was telling y'all about that story. I was all over the place. That's my energy anytime I'm excited about the story that I'm trying to tell. My mom was just like, calm down, breathe. I don't know. But yeah, that was funny, but not funny at the same time because I was scared to be in a car by yourself driving and not knowing, like in a foreign place, abandoned or eerie place, driving by yourself. Because when she was talking, I was like, oh wait, you in the car by yourself going through this experience? No, friend. She said something told her to go down that way because there was no arrows. And I've been there before too, where I'm just like, no, I know what I did not see. I did not see no arrow down there. Where did that arrow come from? Somebody just put that arrow up. And the fact that other people were experiencing it as well, she losing time. And the thing about them, she not getting through, they were probably calling each other at the same time. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe the phones were being weird, the service. I don't know. But no, I don't know.
People never understand my irrational fear until I show them my basement. My irrational fear is that there are people living inside of my walls. And this is why. Believe it or not, that is pretty tame for my basement. But as you can see, there is a literal hallway system that wraps around the entire foundation of my basement. But then we have rooms like this that are so filled with junk from previous generations that you wouldn't even be able to tell if someone was hiding right there in front of me in plain sight. Not only that, but past the actual tree that is the supporting beam for my living room floor, there is a crawl space that leads to a bigger room right past this wall that we didn't even know existed until just recently. And I don't even want to show you what's in these two rooms. I have lived here my entire life and I still don't feel comfortable opening those doors. I will make a video about what's in those rooms if there's enough interest, but for now I will leave you with the question that I know is on everyone's mind. Yes, my house is haunted, but I'm still just scared that there are feral people living in my walls.
Girl, what do you mean you think? You think with a capital K. We'll be finding out. I will be all up in there. Like, there will be a crawl, what would they call the crawl space ninjas? All up in the house. All up in the house, bruh. You're wilding out. That is crazy. You don't know what's in there. I low-key want to know what's in those 2 rooms. Go follow her to see what's in those 2 rooms and report back. Because, you know, it might be something crazy. They might be hoarders low-key. You never know. But yeah, friend, no. And the fact that it was so accessible, like, you literally just opened up a door and it was just like, yeah, there could be somebody right there staring at me. Girl, bye. How you not know? You need to look. She just opened up and you just see, and you can literally go all the way through there. I would really be the one who would go all the way through there to find out, because I want to know. I need to know what's my house. She's talking about, yes, it's haunted, but it also could be people in here too, like alive people, real life, and on this side of the world. Like, girl, what are you talking about? If I would, like, seeing that every day, that room with a lot of stuff in it, and then the room that had the tree holding up the living room, Lord, let's talk about the safety concern and what could be under that pile of wood and stuff. I would have to clean that up. I couldn't see that every day or every time I open it, or just knowing that there's a room like that in the house. Ooh, I would have to clean it. I would have to clean it up. I would find out what's under there, and if somebody's under there, like, girl. Follow all these creators, like this video, and subscribe.